Boker Or, Shavua Tov. Shulchan Aruch brings down that 30 Yom Kodem, 30 days before Pesach, we start Shoalin Bilcho Pesach. The Biur Halacha already brings down that there's going to be a difference in the text, whether it says Shoalin or Shoalin V'Dorshin. The difference is you ask about the Ilchot Pesach, which means that right now it's the time that you're going to be asking about the halachot, and therefore it's prevalent that I would have to answer the questions, or is it that you're also Doresh? Now, even though it could be that mitzad the Shulchan Aruch it's mashma that it's only shoalin and not dorshin, there is the minhag that the majority of whether it's going to be the halachot they bring down that you should learn, and there's a machlok. Does it only apply to Pesach or to all the other chagim as well? For sure, the Gaon Mevina says that by Shavuot it's probably enough just a few days before from Rosh Chodesh Sivan. But on other occasions, for sure, Ilchot Pesach is very, very important because there's just so many halachot which there are, and therefore the Mishnah Berurah says that you start on Purim in itself in order to learn the halachot of Pesach. So B'ezrat Hashem, the next few weeks until Pesach, that it's already within the 30 days, we're going to start learning the halachot of Pesach. So therefore, the first halakha in Shulchan Aruch of Ilchot Pesach is that we are shoalin. What does it mean, shoalin? For sure, if you have two people that come and they ask you a question, one is going to be in Ilchot Pesach, and another one is going to be in any other halachot. The one of Ilchot Pesach takes precedence because you're within the 30 days. And therefore, this is the time that you're supposed to be paying attention to Ilchot Pesach. The last halakha we'll mention, which is very interesting, is that this year, the entire order was different. We had Shabbat Shekalim and then Zachor immediately. Usually you have a break right after Shekalim. There's a break, and then there's Zachor, and then there's the Purim. This year you had together, whether it's going to be Shekalim and Zachor and then Purim, and then you have the break. And then what's going to happen is you're going to have Para and a Chodesh. Remember, the Parashat HaChodesh is always the day, the Shabbat before Rosh Chodesh Nisan. This year, Rosh Chodesh Nisan comes out on Sunday, and therefore the Shabbat, which is the day before, is going to be Parashat HaChodesh. They're going to read Parashat HaChodesh and the first and last pasuk of Machar Chodesh. The week before, which is this coming Shabbat, is going to be Parashat Para. Remember, the Parashat Para is Doraita, so therefore, just like we had the Chumrot of using the best Sefer Torah for Parashat Zachor, so too we're going to do the exact same thing for Parashat Para. Right? Now what happens is that we have Para, and then we're going to have a Chodesh. Now you would say, listen, we should have a break. Why? Shabbat HaGadol is always the Shabbat before Pesach. However, though this year, when does Pesach come out? Motzei Shabbat, Motzash. Since it comes out Motzei Shabbat, you can't have Shabbat HaGadol the day before. You can't kosher anything. You can't do anything. You could hardly even eat chametz because that's going to be a whole question. How do you do the entire Seudah Shlishit, right? If you want to do the bread, how do you do that? How do you do hamotzi? Even if you would use egg matzah, you would probably have to have almost the majority of the box of egg matzah just to fulfill your mitzvah of hamotzi. So therefore, obviously, when we get closer, we'll speak about that as well. However, though, what happens now is, it says the Mishnah Berurah, and this is also brought down whether it's going to be in the Sfaradim as well, Rav Ovadia and others, that on the Shabbat of Pesach, meaning the Pesach comes out Motzei Shabbat, they used to be Doresh and the Haggadah Shel Pesach. But Shabbat HaGadol is the week before. So that means this year Shabbat HaGadol is not the Shabbat before Pesach. It's the Shabbat before the Shabbat of Pesach. So therefore this year you're going to have this coming Shabbat, Parashat Para, next Shabbat, Parashat HaChodesh, and next Shabbat will be Shabbat HaGadol. And then the next Shabbat, which is Erev Pesach, is not Shabbat HaGadol. That you're just going to do the Doresh and the Haggadah Shel Pesach, and that Motzei Shabbat is going to be the night which is going to be Pesach, obviously. Have a wonderful day.